Hello and welcome to Together San Diego. I'm Paola Hernandez-Jayo from the San Diego Union-Tribune. We have a very special treat for you today if you like films, food festivals, and live music. Our guest today is Ethan van Thillo, Executive Director and founder of the Media Arts Center San Diego and the San Diego Latino Film Festival. This year's Latino Film Festival returns with the premiere of 200 award-winning films in person and virtual. Their Sabor Latino Food, Beer, and Wine Festival, and also the Sonido Latino stage, where they're going to have live music and entertainment. Welcome, Ethan. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much, and welcome for the invite. Yeah, very excited to be back to an in-person film festival. I'm sitting here in front of an old poster from a film festival from 1998. If you can imagine, we'll be celebrating our 29th year starting tomorrow. So it's been an incredible journey, and excited to invite everyone back to the cinema.
Congratulations. It is very exciting that it's going to be in person this year. You have your signature events happening as well. Tell us about the films, what can be expected, and then we're also going to talk a little bit about Migrant Voices.
Yeah, so just opening night alone is going to be incredible. The legendary Chicano actor Pepe Serna will be in person. There's a movie about his life and his career. You know, he's been in over 100 plus movies. He's a character actor. You've seen him in Scarface, American Me, some of these classic films. And so we're going to be honoring him. The premiere of his movie about his life and career is tomorrow, March 10th, 7 p.m. at AMC Mission Valley. And then throughout the weekend, he's still going to be present. We're going to be screening some of his other movies. For example, Raíces de Sangre, which is one of the first Chicano narrative feature films ever made in the early 70s. He was the star of that film. So we'll be screening that movie as well. So start with a big bang, Pepe Serna, honoring him in his wonderful career. And then the festival continues for 11 days. And as you mentioned, over 200 plus movies. So it's something for everybody. I know it's a little overwhelming, but I encourage everyone to go to the website or come by to the movie theater tomorrow, AMC Mission Valley, and pick up a catalog. You can check out the schedule. Our team at the Will Call box office table can help you decide what films to watch. But all types of genres, all types of documentaries, shorts, thrillers, comedies, films in Spanish, films in English, you name it. We got something for everybody.
As you talk about films, Ethan, one of the other things that you have is you're going to have Migrant Voices Today, the film challenge that the San Diego Union-Tribune presents and is a sponsor with, along with our Spanish publication, the San Diego Union-Tribune en Español. You had a great number of quality movies, quality films that were submitted this year for Migrant Voices Today. That is happening on March 15th, on Tuesday. Tell us about Migrant Voices.
Yeah, this is an annual competition. This will be the fourth year. And, we're going to announce on March 15th the two big winners. So there's $6,000 in cash prizes, thanks to the San Diego Union-Tribune and your support. And this is a competition that's become more and more important every year. It started when we were looking at the caravans that were coming to the border area and trying to get a better understanding of why people were coming to this country and going through that process. And so we invited filmmakers and journalists to talk about, border issues and immigration and the caravans. And now this year is expanded. So we have films representing all over the world, looking at the immigration crisis in Europe and Africa, and of course, Latin America and Mexico as well. So it's really expanded over the years. And it was so hard to choose just 10 finalists. We have actually 14 finalists this year. And the films, again, represent all over the world. We have some wonderful shorts that represent the Middle East community here. Architect of Little Baghdad, for example, represents the Chaldean community in the city of El Cajon here. And then, of course, we have videos about the border and then in Europe as well. So definitely encourage everyone to come out March 15th, 7 p.m. Tuesday, AMC Mission Valley. To check out the finalists. We'll be screening all the finalists. And then we're going to have a Q&A with the filmmakers. And then also we have the acclaimed filmmaker and activist Alex Rivera, who is the director of Infiltrators and Sleep Dealer, both Sundance films. And he was a recent recipient of the MacArthur Genius Grant. Alex Rivera will facilitate the discussion along with you in terms of getting a better understanding of why these filmmakers made their movies and all about the process, which is really exciting. And then, of course, we'll announce the big winners.
Yes, I will be there. I'm scheduled to be there on Tuesday, March 15th at Westfield at AMC Mission Valley. I'm very much looking forward to it and to announcing the winners. There's two different categories, as you mentioned. You mentioned, Ethan, that you have some talks that you do with the filmmakers, with directors and actors. This is an opportunity also for attendees of the festival throughout the March 10th through the 20th that you have the festival going on, to attend and to listen to some of these. Tell us about some of these interviews. I'm going to share some pictures from past festivals as well, what it involves.
Yeah, so typically when we go to the movie theater, we just go in and watch the movie. But the film festival is really different. Many filmmakers are coming from around the world in the U.S. to participate, and so we encourage everyone to come out, and that's why it's so wonderful to be back in person. And yes, we had virtual screenings and Q&As this past year, but there's nothing like watching a movie and then after the movie having a wonderful discussion about it. And so every night there's different filmmakers coming in, filmmakers from Brazil, Mexico. Also, popular actors are going to be coming in that are very well known in Mexican television. That's something to see every day. There's different actors. One, I just mentioned Alex Rivera. I want to put a special kind of shout out for that screening. He's going to be screening this film called The Infiltrators. And The Infiltrators is going to be an amazing documentary. And the reason it's amazing is because the protagonist of the film, Claudio Rojas, they were going to screen this film, premiere it at theaters, a couple of years ago. And just right before it premiered, the protagonist was deported. And he was deported. And then finally, they've been fighting back and forth with lawyers and everyone to get him back in the United States. So finally, Claudio Rojas is back here in the United States with us. And so this Sunday, March 13th at 5 p.m., The Infiltrators, it will be the first time that we'll have Claudio Rojas, the protagonist of this movie, to see his movie on the big screen in front of audiences. And then, of course, we'll have Alex Rivera and Cristina Ibarra, the filmmakers, there as well. So I invite everyone to come by and participate in that important movie and dialogue. And you can go to sdlatinofilm.com, click on films, and then just search for Infiltrators. Or you can search by date to Sunday, March 13th at 5 p.m. to see that movie. So again, those are just one of close to, I would say, 50 actors and filmmakers at minimum that are going to be here in town. And if you're a young filmmaker learning about film, this is a chance to meet people like Alex and other filmmakers. Or if you just love a fan of cinema or telenovelas, come by, take some photos. We have a red carpet. Everyone can participate and take photos with all the visiting special guests as well.
Definitely, with 200 films coming, that's a lot of different options, multiple things to see. Make sure to check out the schedule at sdlatinofilm.com. You can also purchase your tickets online. In addition to the films, you have your traditional events coming back. You have Sabor Latino, the food, beer, and wine festival that's going to be on Saturday, March 19th. I'll also be attending this event and participating. I believe I'm going to be co-hosting along with some talent from Univision Radio. Tell us about the Sabor Latino event. It's a little different this year, but it's also going to be very delicious food.
Yeah, so again, this year is all about being back in person. We're just excited to get everyone back in, and so we wanted to bring back some of these popular elements. The festival is much more than just the movies. It's you can come to the AMC cinemas. It's going to be in Mission Valley Mall this year. In front of the AMC cinemas, we're going to have a whole festival village. So there will be 11 days of concerts, Sonido Latino concerts, live music, 3 to 4 live acts every day. And then on March 19th, 1 to 5, we will be right the east side of the mall in front of the old Macy's building, taking over a large space in the mall. There are going to be over 20 booths, chefs, breweries, distilleries, wineries. And then we're also going to have live music by Rock en Español band from LA. Los Duques are going to perform. So it's a fun time to celebrate, not only cinema, but also culture, food, and, get together. It's outdoors. So if anyone's still kind of a little wary about being indoors, it's an outdoor event that you could participate and still support our organization. And just a reminder, Sabor Latino and all these other activities, really, they go back to supporting our nonprofit organization, which is called the Media Arts Center San Diego. And we help youth and kids make films throughout the region. And we teach skills that are needed for education or work readiness skills. So every time you buy a ticket, whether it's to Sabor Latino or a movie, you're also supporting our nonprofit and our year-round programming.
Really important to mention that. I did share some pictures while you mentioned Sonido Latino. I spoke to I believe he's the producer, Saul, yesterday about Sonido Latino. He told me that they're going to be having a lot of live entertainment, a lot of performances. And as you said, that part, Sonido Latino, is outdoors. He also told me something that I think is very true. He says the Latino music goes hand in hand with the Latino culture and with the films as well. So as part of Sonido Latino, they're happy to highlight some local artists, performers, some people that are going to be dancing. It'll be a wonderful event. And that part is free. Sonido Latino?
Sonido Latino is free. Again, it's outside. So anyone in the mall will enjoy it. Again, we call it our festival village. We're actually going to have a special kind of lounge. We're taking over that old Ruby's Diner there. It's been kind of vacant for the past year since the pandemic, taking that whole space all over. And we invite people to come in. There's going to be artists and vendors as well. We have a storefront too. We're taking over at the mall. The Westfield Mall has been very supportive of us. And so there'll be visual artists as well. And in addition to the musicians, there's going to be visual artists, Arte Latino every day, local vendors selling their wares. So yeah, just kind of hang out, pick up a catalog and take some photos on the red carpet and enjoy the 11 days of cinema and culture and art.
Definitely. And all to benefit a good cause. The Media Arts Center San Diego that has youth programs and does other work in our community, a nonprofit organization. Again, for information, schedule, and tickets, you can visit sdlatinofilm.com. The Latino Film Festival, 29th year. It's going to be held March 10th through the 20th. And it's important to mention this year it's at Westfield Mission Valley. They're in very central location as well. Something else that you'd like to add, Ethan?
Well, again, I just so excited to be back in person and encourage everyone to come out and support this wonderful event. But more importantly, just to be together and say hello to everyone. It'd be so great to say hello to everyone who supported us over the past 29 years. And thank you, everyone, for their flexibility during these past 2 years of the pandemic. And we look forward to a wonderful festival together.
Yes. And lastly, I would like to say that they're going to be having, in addition to the opening day, the films, there's a celebration that's going to be happening downtown at Patricio's. And then they also have a closing night party that's happening, I believe, on the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And that one is at Bread and Salt. So lots of events. Again, visit the website for details, sdlatinofilm.com. Ethan, thank you very much for being on the show today. Thank you very much to you and your team for all the work that you do to put together this film festival. I know they work very long schedules throughout the year and also leading to the schedule to get to the festival to put this together. I'm honored to again volunteer as the host of the festival, so I will be there as ambassador and host. And to all of you, thank you very much for watching today. For more Together San Diego's, if you would like to watch them, you can go to San Diego Union-Tribune.com/together SD Live. And if you would like to watch more live streams, you can go to San Diego Union-Tribune.com/UT Today. Thank you very much for being with us today, Ethan, and thank you very much all for watching. And hopefully, if I see you at the festival, make sure to stop and say hi. And I will definitely see you at the festival, Ethan.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
News is more important today than ever before.
I'm currently outside Otay Mesa Detention Center.
I'm about to get a report at Sharp.
Out at Sunset Cliffs.
COVID testing site.
We live for these times when we're able to bring the news into the homes of people who need it the most.
I thank all of you for supporting our work.
When you subscribe to the paper, you're telling us that you believe in what we do.